Hello everybody. Gosh, I haven't done a video for, I don't know how long it's been. The weekend goes by too fast. I was watching JC and Casey's school videos. I was thinking of some of my adventures. I mean, my high school is like 5 blocks that way from here, so, most of the school goes by like that, and just, my freshman year, well, I guess I don't remember it, you're in a school with the same people you grew up with, plus all the older people, and then I ended up with Columbine happening, and then you make you up the ranks, and so this is freshman, not high school, not middle school anymore. Same as kindergarten, you're the lone people separated in all your stupid cliques, or cliques, or whatever you call them, cliques, yeah. And gotta get that. They would say, like, gang up on people and put you down for stuff. Watch a lot of high school movies, Mean Girls, for example, Clueless, Grease, Footloose. I mean, also those movies are, Grease came out, and Footloose came out in 1978, like Superman, the original one, the first one, Christopher Reeve. Footloose came out in 84 when I was like 1, but they probably were filming about that. I mean, they filmed the first couple of Supermans, back to back, like they've been doing they did with Harry Potter, except for the third one, which came out late because of Richard Harris dying in the end of 2002. And then my senior year, it began, on a bright, beautiful September morning. And yes, I'm talking about 9/11. I will be doing a video on that, probably on, the anniversary is only a few weeks away, Sorry. Okay. I did a video on that somewhere on my channel. I just don't remember where. And I like the good part of it, but it just went by, like, droned on and on slowly because of that. And I feel like, they changed everything. It sent us to war, and we had anthrax and stocking up on things like we kind of did last year. And just, when it finally stopped with it on TV, they started talking about Iraq and stuff, and we went into there in March of 2003, and I guess March is synonymous, my big word of the day, with, everything that's happening every March. Last year was COVID, this year was, then it was Iraq, Afghanistan is a mess again. But I just never thought we would be at war, both times, but, in both countries, but, it wasn't all bad. Even though my prom, I was sick, but I still went, because, I didn't want to miss the fun stuff, and I did have my class reunion a few years ago, and that was good to see some people, because, I haven't seen them since high school, and most of them probably had to come from different places. Once I mean, once people graduate, it's boom, off to college, and then, you know, they meet somebody and hopefully get married and have a bunch of kids. You know, I tried college, it didn't work, and that happened to my late sister. I mean, my mom went to college for a while too, but that was the 60s. You know, that was the fellow of John F. Kennedy and, you know, Bobby Kennedy. And sadly later other Kennedys too, of course. And now I am here in my Lindsey Sterling t-shirt and my Lindsey Sterling comic book. I mean, look how beautiful this is. I mean, those headphones. I mean, I saw a picture of Ariana Grande with ones like that too. I mean, those must be expensive. I need a new pair of Beats. Mine are pretty beat up, and I have to get a new pair about every couple of years, which that's just obviously wasteful. The cups are falling off, and I mean, yeah, they still work, but I mean, splurging on a new pair every couple of years is just wasteful, of course. Yeah, I hold this up because I really wish I could have my jaw filed down, my chin filed down, and my nose filed down. It's sort of a quick little update. I mean, I guess I haven't made a video for a long time because of, you know, appointments. And, you know, I'll be out tomorrow. I was out over the weekend. Sorry, I'm shaking my phone, I know. See my Lindsey Sterling poster back there? Oh my god, that poster is... I want, like... I don't know. It's just... I mean, I'm still... just in love with Lindsey Sterling. I mean, if I could have gone to Chicago, I would have seen her, but then they canceled it. I mean, they pushed it up a couple of hours, and then they go and cancel the show because of the bad weather we had last week, because of a storm we had. I mean, it was huge. I mean, thank God here we have a generator. We usually lose power when there's a storm, and a year ago we had a storm, and we didn't have power for 4 days. And God, it was horrible. It sure gone by quickly. But I'm going to call this like school and some other stuff. Things I want to do. I want to get a job. I want to work, and I feel like I'm being held back by my mother. Is like freaking out about I have diabetes. Okay, my mom is very concerned about what I eat. You know, just. I mean, listen, she doesn't understand that I have type 2, and I mean, I don't have to. I feel like I'm giving myself too much insulin with everything. The other meds I'm taking, I mean, I don't know how I'm still alive with it. I mean, they tried to put me on one recently, and it made me lash out. And yes, I just put on mascara. I mean, look, my lashes are like, you know, my mom goes and says that I'm like, I'm not losing the lashes, and I'm not losing a few strands of hair, but that's kind of normal for most people. I was using both biotin and this other stuff that I can't remember what it's called, but you can get it at Sephora, and it's pretty expensive stuff. I mean, I wish Ulta had something cheaper. I mean, it's like $50. I mean, I bought 2 of those in the last month, and well, my mom did. And she'll be like, "Oh, you don't have any." You know that me really hurts. I have money. Okay, I got the stimulus check thing. I mean, thank heavens I have that, because, you know, lately I tried to order my friend a present, which I'm going to have to buy it and send it to her. Mailing anything is so dang hard. I mean, I just got this shirt, like, Saturday. I mean, it at least 2 weeks. This happened last year too, because I mean, I feel like when the anthrax stuff happened 20 years ago in 2001, it didn't. I mean, I don't really remember how it worked, but it went from Chicago to South Carolina and up again, and then back here again, and then across to where I live, and then the delivery. It goes to Rock Falls, which is like half an hour away, which it says out for delivery, and then it takes, I mean, it's not here till noon. I mean, I wish they would, not send it to, a state that's, multiple states. It's like Florida. I mean, mailing anything to anywhere is, like I said, so dang hard, They need to, thankfully, I mean, when I ordered other stuff like a month ago, it came here pretty quickly, coming from, I remember something I ordered. It went from, like, New York to California or something, vice versa. I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, it says Illinois on the box, and then there's either the P.O. Box thing or the, the house address, if they don't have the other one. I mean, why don't they send it to the dang post office? I mean, the house, not the post office, so I don't have to go down and collect it. I mean, it takes 8 days to pick it up. Stuff. There's some hard stuff to talk about sometimes, between, a certain anniversary coming up, and you have the you get, like, gosh, I mean, that goes on for hours, all the names. Now that, finally there's a memorial and stuff, because for years it was basically, reading the names, and now there's, buildings and stuff again, which, of course, I'm glad there's a building now, but, just so many families have to deal with the anniversary every year of their loved ones, friends, and colleagues that they worked with who weren't working that morning, those people obviously were very fortunate not to be at work, but, by 8 o'clock in the morning, so many people were at work, and, they didn't survive and stuff. Like I said, I watched it live on TV, and, most buildings will always be there somewhere on TV and movies and pictures. They had to take those towers out of the skyline and photo on the skyline. I guess, sorry, the postcards and T-shirts and everything. Now we get, I don't know I'm sure the postcards now are, the new building but I think selling merchandise of a disaster that could have been prevented from happening. I hope they don't have that, the pictures of the disaster. I mean, I know they do underground, but it's like, let's go have all these families, and there's a section for them somewhere at Ground Zero. And, I don't know how they dealt with, 3,000 lives stolen in 2 hour span of a beautiful day. That's just New York alone, but, just, lip balm, seriously. I mean, lip gloss. I usually save lip gloss for the weekend, but, I'm this close to watching Grease again, because it's kind of thing on TV again. And I'll be out tomorrow. I mean, a few days ago I was watching Grease and Footloose back to back. I watched Grease and I watched Footloose and I watched Grease and I watched Footloose. Like if I had, those movies were on, HBO Max or Netflix or something, I'd watch them on there. I mean, they took Harry Potter off of HBO Max. I don't know if it's still on there. I need to look. I was watching Anyway Carly. My weekend dance party and stuff. A bunch of other stuff. It's kind of boring as heck on television sometimes. I mean, you get South Park is on half the week, and then you get, Friends, the show that still makes, zillion dollars for the cast for the last, since it ended. That was only the last couple of seasons that they got that money because they banded together to get $1 million episode. Other actors got that too, like Charlie Sheen before his meltdown, and Kelsey Grammer and Frasier before that ended. And other people too, which, just make sure you keep all your money by the end of successful TV shows after, having, countless child stars that have lost their money because of bad people, Step by Step's Angela Watson. We have Jackie Coogan, of course, the Coogan Law, and of course Gary Coleman. I think people thought Gary Coleman was the first, but he wasn't. It was Jackie Coogan from The Addams Family. He was a kid, of course, when that happened, and thankfully he got his money back, but by the end of his life in the 80s, he died in the 80s, and they all lost money. And Angela Watson, people thought that it was her parents that took her money, and it was somebody else, and taking people to court. Look at Britney Spears, Hopefully she'll get her money back when her so-called family is locked away in jail. I wasn't planning on bringing that up, but, it was... That's it for now. See everybody in my next video, and have a great day, everybody, and a great week. And stay cool if anybody lives anywhere cool. And by the way, hot. If you live anywhere hot, because of the fires in California, personally, I think those people, obviously, should leave California because of their governor and crazy people in New York, too, with their governors leaving, or left, in my opinion. And I live in Illinois, and we've had multiple crazy governors, too. New York is the king of that. They've gone through about 6 in the last 20 years, okay, maybe 10 years. And no wonder about anxiety and depression. I'll see everybody soon. Bye.